Oi, mate, it's Monday, the replacement episode. February the 7th was my birthday, and I recorded an episode for it, including a trailer for the upcoming review of Snake of Bacon's second season of reviews, and lots of other things. But what happened was, the render hung, so I stopped it and did it again in the morning. Left, came back home, came to check on my rendered file, which had rendered successfully and there were no problems. But when I went to open the file, everything froze and the file appeared to have I don't know. I think it actually said it did have a size. Like one source said 0 kilobytes, the other one said it was a gig or whatever. But it couldn't be found because the hard drive had catastrophically failed. Was making a strange noise, and that was it. There were no prior warnings until I got home and found out that my computer, which had been sitting idle, had eaten its hard drive. Probably not long before I got back. Took it to a data recovery place. They had a little look and said, yeah, what's happened is the drive head has, usually you'd say crashed. A head crash is a common way to completely kill a hard drive, but they said detached. I believe, over the phone. Either way, I just came and picked it up off them. There's nothing they could do for any reasonable sum of money. I was willing to spend $440 to get it fixed, but then they quoted thousands to try and investigate if they could fix it after its serious head detachment problem. So, yeah. The Oi Mate It's Monday episode is lost. Unfortunately, also, because I'm not good at backups, I've also lost all the sources for that episode, since, of course, I was only using them just before. The trailer I made for those reviews, the original copies of all those reviews, the original renders that I upload to YouTube that get compressed a little bit more. Admittedly, they're also pretty heavily compressed, but it's a shame I've lost the best quality versions of those reviews that's available. Now the best quality version is on YouTube, and I've downloaded them off YouTube to keep for myself. Yeah, all of those reviews, source files, I never thought to back up PS4 share clips to anything. And in fact, I recently just moved almost all of my PS4 share clips from my PS4 to this hard drive, hundreds of gigs worth, and a few days later, it carked it. So I've lost years of funny little clips I've recorded for the purposes of reviews. Heaps of little things, but oh well. My Forza Horizon 5 review that I'd spent many hours working on, yet was still only maybe 20% complete. A lot of it was, audio narration, hundreds and hundreds of takes till I got it right. Now I know how it goes right in my head, but I've lost all that audio that was on here. I've lost quite a few bits of video as well. A lot of other little odd source things I use. My 3-second intro is on here. It is actually backed up. I found another copy of my Snake of Bacon intros, all of them, on my external that I'm backing other things up to now. And I'm also going to copy everything off that external onto another external because, knowing my luck, that'll suddenly become toast as well. Lots of things have been affected. The November 64 videos, I still had some unproduced, like recorded audio and video, just hadn't gone and edited and rendered them. I didn't have 64 of them. I was coming back to do more this November, but all the ones from last November that I hadn't already done, that's another 5 or so, they're gone. I think I even had a few videos of Simpsons Hit and Run from ages ago. I must have gotten some part of the way into World 3. Maybe all of World 3. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I did more Simpsons Hit and Run than what I had released, but the video and audio sources are completely gone. So if I'm further ahead in my save than that, if I get back to Simpsons Hit and Run, which I should at some point in the future, I'll have to probably restart the whole thing again. My SSX Tricky videos, I have all the original copies of them. I backed them up ages ago. I had to move them off my computer because 104 SSX Tricky videos take up 30, 40 gigs. It's pretty big. Yeah, so a lot of things were lost. My whole Steam library as well, but yeah, you know, I still have my account, of course. Just all of the games are on here. I don't play much on my computer anyway, since it is falling apart. Oddly enough, that was one of the things I talked about in last week's Oi Mate It's Monday, saying, hey, I need to get a new computer. This one served me well. And what do? I talk ill about it. Keep looking at you. Don't betray me again now, please. And yes, it kills its newest component. The older hard drive in there is fine. The newer one, no. Maybe this wasn't newer. Maybe this was old when I got it. Date of manufacture, March 2015. Well, there you go. When was that manufactured? A little bit before. 13, 14. Some parts from 10, 12. I don't know. So yeah. Oi mate, back up your data. Back it up. I think there's that old camping tip. You know, if you have one of something, you have none of something. If you have two of it, you have one. You know, if you bring 2 torches out fishing or whatever, you have 1 torch, because you'll lose one. Even if you don't, just let's say you will. If you bring only 1 and it's lost, you have none. That's why they say. If you have, just assume 1 will go. Okay? Yeah, if you have only 1 copy of files, they're 100% vulnerable to loss. Okay, if they're lost, boom, they'll go. Sometimes hard drives, I know they say there are usually warning signs. This did not have any. What am I supposed to say, that when my computer was having a bit of render freezes, that was the hard drive's fault? The program was just not responding. There was no way for me to know it was the hard drive's problem. I was able to open other files too, so I don't know. Yeah, my next computer's going to have mirrored hard drives. I'm going to have 2 identical hard drives in the computer at all the times. So I go, okay, if one failed, I've got the other one. And if they both fail in some sort of power outage, I'll have an external backup. And if the house burns down and the external backup and that is gone, I will have another external backup at a different location. I might even go bury one in the sand or something. That's probably a bad idea. I'll leave one with a friend. I don't know. Yes. Back up your data. We made It's Monday. I had a lovely episode here. I talked about Keat mangoes. Footage maybe somewhere. I had a Keat mango. It was the most beautiful mango I ever had. Something. Oh yeah, and of course, spent quite a while making a little trailer and lost it and all of its sources. So, back up your data. Now, to record next week's We Made It's Monday, which is today's. This is just a replacement video. Yeah.